HUSSLE was actually the first project I started working on when I joined Perspective. I was over 140, 50, 60, 70 videos or something like that.
Hello.
Hello. Oh yay! You free?
Yeah, I just come to talk all about HUSSLE.
Yay!
First day back in the office for a while. Was out most of last week, up and down the country. Was in Geneva yesterday, so got back today.
Well, today we're talking about HUSSLE.
Indeed we are.
It's our case study today.
Yes.
And how do we get this project started with them?
HUSSLE are basically a place where you can find thousands of gyms nationwide, and allows you to kind of book through the app, and then that will give you access to hundreds of gyms, so that if you're not locked down. So for instance, like me last week, where I was all over the country, and say if I wanted to squeeze in a gym session, I could go to one in like London, Liverpool, Newcastle, those sorts of stuff. So yeah, really handy app. I've used it myself as well, and it's pretty good. So HUSSLE found us through our Facebook and Instagram ad. I think they liked the tank style that we did. Needed some social first content basically for their platform. They wanted sort of loads of deliverables so that they could have a content stream lasting like 3 to 6 months. There was a mix of like explainers, like workout videos, and just like brand ads, hero ads, stuff like that.
So Lennon, what did you do on the HUSSLE project?
So HUSSLE was actually the first project I started working on when I joined Perspective. We had this massive spreadsheet with all the deliverables that we needed to do, which were about over 60, 70. Each one had 3 different aspect ratios as well. So that was over 140, 50, 60, 70 videos or something like that. We had it all divided up on like 3 different hard drives so that we could all work simultaneously. Transferring files and graphics and stuff was always a bit of a challenge between those 3. So I think it helped us a lot to sort of see what can be done and what cannot be done in terms of file management. Yeah,
because it was the first major project that we did which had sort of over 50 deliverables, which obviously brings its complications. But we kind of worked with the client, worked out what they needed and how they wanted to fit it within their content schedule to provide, enough variation basically. Tried to keep it as simple as possible, went with a spreadsheet approach, identified every single deliverable on there, and then worked out like basically a content map of when we would deliver the videos. We kind of staggered the editing as well, which meant that they could then start posting content as it was signed off, and weren't waiting for everything to be completed, which I think worked quite well for them. It just allowed them to be as speedy as possible and crack on with using the content as fast as they can. The content went down really well. I feel it's like, it is very social kind of first content. So, we had a mix of motion graphics in there with the live action footage, which we shot over like 3 days in 3 different kind of gyms. Yeah, the influencers were great. They had a great mix as well. And I think everyone had a pretty good day when they were on set. So I'm really happy with it. It was all good.
How do you make online content just super engaging? Is it just like super choppy? Is it the music?
I think a lot of it's graphics, and Naomi's very good at that. She's like very good at like, designing graphics and making it interesting. It has to be quite quick and fast-paced, the cuts. The music is not as important because obviously you'll be scrolling and you might not even use the audio. But yeah, no, definitely quick cuts and definitely graphics.
No, you're actually gonna
I promise I won't kick you.
Yeah. Did you?
Your sock went into my mouth.
Hey.
Love that.